Adam Schiff just called out Robert Hur for making what was clearly a partisan attack in an investigative report that was released a month ago during a congressional hearing that was streamed all day today. Watch this clip and then let's talk about it.
Investigative steps.
But you understood nevertheless, didn't you, Mr. Hur? You cannot tell me you're so naive as to think your words would not have created a political firestorm. You understood that, didn't you, when you wrote those words, when you decided to include those words, when you decided to go beyond specific references to documents? You understood how they would be manipulated by my colleagues here on the GOP side of the aisle and by President Trump. You understood that, did you not?
Congressman, what I understood is the regulations that govern my conduct as special counsel.
And those regulations
required me to write a confidential report for the Attorney General,
which you knew would not be confidential.
My decision, and that is what I did, Congressman. I followed the rules.
You knew it would not be confidential.
I followed them.
You knew it would not be confidential, didn't you?
Sir, the regulations required me to write a confidential report explaining my decision to the Attorney General,
which you knew would be released.
It was up to the Attorney General to determine
you understood it would be released, did you not?
Would be released consistent with DOJ policy.
You understood it would be released.
Now, props to Adam Schiff here because he really did lay out what happened, which is that Robert Hur knew. Now he's trying to walk a fine line here, where he's saying that there's precedent to say that there is going to be no release of the document. But then he also, in the same sentence, says that there were statements alleging that what he was writing was going to be released. So I love that Adam Schiff calls him out again and again. He doesn't let up. And he says very clearly that this was a partisan talking point, that what he was writing was going to be reported on, and that he probably wanted what he was going to say to become part of the story. There's no other way around it. And if you look at what was actually written versus the transcript that was released this morning, when Joe Biden was asked about when his son died, Joe Biden gave a very clear and direct answer. He gave the right date, but then Robert Hur said that he couldn't even remember the day his son died, which is not true. So I love that Adam Schiff laid it out like that. This has been a terrible day for the Republicans. And let's be honest, this whole investigation was always a partisan witch hunt. The only person actually experiencing a witch hunt is Joe Biden and his family. There's no reason why Hunter Biden should have been investigated. There's no reason that this investigation should have taken place. The only reason why this investigation did take place is because Merrick Garland wanted to look above board. But on any other circumstance, something like this, with a former president having classified documents, they would have been given back and no investigation would have even happened. So this just goes to show yet again that when MAGA Republicans are pointing fingers, there's about 10 more pointing back at them.